Hello, my fellow YouTubers. It is Tuesday, May 28th, 10:53 a.m. Denver time. Hope you all enjoyed your Memorial weekend. I enjoyed the shit out of them 2 days off, and I hope you didn't enjoy it by going out and get a alleged supposed BS discount on a vehicle or what else is that? Furniture. I'm going to start at the bottom of my notes here. I don't have my laptop, so I can't do a link, but it's a video by Paul C. From when them two tornadoes hit Fort Worth back in 2000. The biggest one was an F3. Go look at that. It's excellent news coverage. I mean, they did a much better job back then. The 35-story Bank One tower was destroyed. It was still standing, but it was, especially on the outer skeleton, was just a skeleton with all the windows blown out, some of the interior walls. And an F3 is up to 206 mile an hour winds. Our highest rated is an F5 up to 318. But if we got tornadoes like in the 2012 movie, could it take down the whole building? I have no doubt. What this planet can do. My title here: we are in the 2012 movie right now. We're on a scale, I don't know, 1 to 10 on that. I'm going to say we're at 6 or 7. All we're missing is the massive tornadoes big enough to take down those skyscrapers and the earth cracking apart. I see that less the odds of that happening than the weather just, increasingly getting worse and devastating around the planet. I forgot the other name of the damn building. I didn't write it down, but there was one other 9-story building that was destroyed, even though the skeleton was still standing. But hey, Mother Nature takes off, and especially the way they fucked it up, who knows? Okay, various videos. One was Evolutionary Arts, that website I like, for the mass animal die-offs. I'm sorry, I forget. It's a Christian thing. EndTimesProphecy.org, I believe. But just Google mass animal die-offs and go check out their list. Out east, currently over 5 million without power. Raging fires in Australia. They're saying 90%. I guarantee it's over 90% of Iran flooded. Just flooded. Recently, 10 tornadoes here in Colorado. 51 tornadoes overnight out east. I believe it was the night before. Like I said, we haven't seen the tornadoes yet that'll knock over a skyscraper, but I guarantee this planet could provide them. Still cold records being set. Massive floods and droughts every frickin' where. 8 million salmon dead in Norway over a period of a week. Almost 1.5 million acres of crops drowned out in Argentina. 4,000 dead cattle, Colombia drought. Tens of thousands of dead fish, China. 28 plus dead hippos in Ethiopia. Remember, they live out of the water, eat out of it and drink out of it. So the water is really more fucked than the soil is right now. 109 dead turtles wash up in Mexico. 15 dead dolphins in Greece. Hundreds of thousands, dead starfish in England. 11.5 million dead clams wash up in South Africa. And like I've said before, and I haven't said in a long time, and obviously this is much more important than that freaking idiot Marv and John X and all them other tools, is the stuff that can recover is the recovery time. And from what I know for a fact, for those toads out there like toads and tools out there like Buford, currently the sea life is in more of a mass die-off than plant life and birds and the fowl and such. But the recovery time, the sea life's not going to recover. It's not, critters are still going to be born, but they're not going to recover, and that's going to continue to decrease. That's a fact. You can look at it, see it. And you got to look at the recovery time, like I haven't said in a long time, for the crops. You got to look at the ones that it's too late to plant them and grow them now. And even if next year, if that's going to be possible, because whatever's been done to the soil, and as they continue the geoengineering, the chemtrailing, from today into next spring, summer. And that goes for the recovery time for birthing of cattle. Sheep, goats, pigs, chickens, whatever. All that stuff needs time to recover, and they all get pregnant. They all get turned on and get humped and get pregnant in their own seasons and their own cycles. And that's, none of that crap just recovers overnight. And since the planet is going to continue to be toasted, what is going to recover is going to be drastically decreased. Day after the holiday, a lot slower here for it was really dead yesterday. Yeah, because I was down the Springs shopping and doing laundry. Uh, but we're in deep, deep shit. Uh, for the people that just can't see that or don't want to wake up, shame on you. And I love it. I love it when I'm watching these people's videos about what's going on with the die-offs and the crops and with anything that has to do with the chemtrailing. And I love it because they want to claim they hate on Dane Wigington, but they're using his information. Go ahead, get it out there. We're in trouble. But pay attention to that. Like I said, there's not going to be no economic collapse. They're going to continue what they've been doing all along, turning the U.S. of A. into a third world country, because that's their whole plan. They're not going. I know I've said this before. They're not going to knock us out with a plague, or an all-out World War III, or any of that crap, because they don't want to do that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit that these New World Order and elite people will do that also kills them. But, I mean, they're not going to destroy their toys. They're not going to annihilate the planet. They don't want to, or they would have already done it. So don't give me that crap about it's in their timeline to do it. As bad as shit is right now, with all the technology they got, they would have just gone ahead and did it. But I mean, this planet's toast. I mean, I believe we're going to, those of us, especially my age, I'm 53, and people in their 40s, well, we're going to be around until we just die. And I can't even say natural causes, because there's stuff we're getting from the geoengineering, from the shit they're putting in the shots, from the GMOs, from all the crap and the radiation from Fukushima, and all the oil and the chemicals, the Corexit, and just everything else that's going on. We're dying sooner than we're supposed to. Oh, I forgot to say, 3-4 weeks ago, we had this chest thing going on around here, and I had it also at work in Highlands Ranch like 5-6 years ago. But this time I couldn't walk 30 feet. I was losing my damn breath, so I went to the hospital. My blood oxygen level was down to 84. One of the nurses asked me how I got there, so I drove for my job site. She said, "You're lucky you didn't pass out." But combined with my smoking and this chest thing, my lungs were malfunctioning. So the smoking obviously had to go. My mom's happy about that. Love you too, Mom. But anyway, pay attention. They kept me overnight. And they wouldn't let me go till my blood oxygen level was 88 plus. It was 93 when I left. Pay attention to it. Get ready for it. The food shortages. The food. It's not coming back. And like I've said before, and I haven't said in a long time, all this food that the United States has been extorting from these other third world countries, where they already have hundreds of thousands or over millions dying a year, are going to be having less food now as we keep extorting them. And I don't care what kind of shit anybody wants to say. I know what I'm talking about. All these military preps are right now that are going on are for the food resources. If they wanted to go and just start nuking the war and get going, they would already do it. They're getting ready for the food. They know it, and like anything else, they're not going to tell us. And until next time, see you later. Bye.